Good morning, and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Today, guys, we're talking about community, about the power of working, worshiping, living, thriving in community. In community. Just my mind is a little distracted. I've just been reading about and thinking about Ahmaud Arbery, the young man who was assassinated, murdered by two white men in Georgia as he jogged down the street. Their claim is that he looked like someone who was robbing people in their neighborhood, although he was going on a neighborhood run, which he jogs every day. And the men have not been charged. And when you are white, you can literally say, and then the folks in charge of that jurisdiction said that it seemed as if they were operating within their own citizens' rights and the right to open carry. And these guys had shotguns, followed the guy who was jogging. One car drove in front of him, stopped, waited for him as he tried to jog by. The brother saw that the guy had a gun pulled, tried to defend himself, tried to grab the gun, and the white guy shoots him and kills him. No one's arrested. So, sorry, I just got a little distracted there. I've just been having a crazy morning thinking about all this stuff. Ahmaud Arbery, Arbery, look that up. You get an opportunity. Um, so, community. So, yeah, that's today's topic. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see more about what we do. So thanks for being here. If you are new, allow me to say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, author of the Pulitzer Prize nominated Animating Black and Brown Liberation: A Theory of American Literatures. Board president of the World Stage, a great nonprofit here in Los Angeles, Crenshaw District. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English Lit from the University of California at Riverside. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag or boast. I say it because people are oftentimes surprised at that level of productivity, given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was sexually assaulted at age 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD, yet as cool. Modi famously said, "How you like me now," right? And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, we believe that many people can, in a similar way, be productive. So, guys, thanks for being here. Let's dive into the topic. So we're talking about community today. I was sharing about the Ahmaud Arbery case because it really disturbed me. I'm a jogger, right? So I run. Whenever I travel, I run, right? I live in Venice, so I run the beach here. And at times I run the streets. In fact, as part of my course, I run on the street here in LA. And I've traveled all over the country. In fact, all over the world I've jogged. I mean, all over the world, literally. I've been running as a runner, jogger. And I could not help but think about myself. I recall once I was running in Alabama. I was visiting my mother, and on a small. And of course, I was concerned. I mean, I'm conscious of where I am. Obviously, I'm in outside of a small town in Birmingham. Outside of a small town near Birmingham. I'm jogging down the street, jogging past cats with Confederate flags on their houses. I was like, whoa. And it was pretty frightening being out there. Although it's broad daylight, you just know, you never know. So when I saw this young man, Mr. Arbery, jogging, I thought about myself. I mean, I thought about, wow, that could easily be me, because I've jogged everywhere, all over this country. So, oh man. And the point I'm making though is that the power of community is needed for times like these. As you know, with COVID-19, it's black people who are dying at higher rates than everyone else. It's black people who are under assault by the police. It's black people who are under assault by just regular citizens who say, hey, there's a black guy who looks like someone who might have sort of robbed a house near here. Although this guy he's jogging down the street on a Sunday at 1 p.m. What That makes no sense. A robber is going to jog down the street in a place where he's robbing houses in the middle of the day on a Sunday when people are at home. That's ridiculous. And for the police not to say that's ridiculous and arrest these guys is very troubling and heartbreaking and disturbing. So I'm so distracted right now, but it's a part of the larger point of community, of why we have to, be brave, strong, in abundance for each other because of times like these, when people are under attack, who look like you and those who don't look like you, and standing up for the rights of all those who are disenfranchised. However, it just so happens that because of how race operates and the threatening nature at which many people look at black men, black people in general, we are in the crosshairs. I'm in the crosshairs. I've had a gun pointed at me by the police when I was 10 years old. I mean, I've had this very personal experience, which is why I'm responding with such a visceral level of emotion here. And one remedy is, as I said, to be brave, strong, and to be abundance, and to be doing it in community, to look out for each other during these times, especially during COVID-19. So that really is all I want to say. I think there's not much of a 3-point little talk today. Just let's take care of each other, guys. Let's be brave, strong, in abundance. Let's be excellent. And let's get woke and stay woke.